Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. Character actor Raymond Massey is our star of the day this entire August 8th, day number 8 of the 31 in our month-long Summer Under the Stars Festival. We just showed Massey playing the role, which he was most famous for playing, as President Lincoln in the movie Abe Lincoln in Illinois. Well, in our next film, he plays a character that's the complete opposite of Honest Abe. He is, in fact, the Nazi commander of a POW camp that includes among its prisoners Errol Flynn and Ronald Reagan. It's a film called Desperate Journey, released in 1942, and it's about the crew of a Royal Air Force bomber which has been brought down behind German lines. And it's about the attempt of that crew to get back to safety. For Ronald Reagan, this was his last film before he went off into military duty himself, although he didn't really have to go very far. By day, he worked on training films in Culver City, California, and by night he didn't have to live on a military base, but he went to the home he owned in Beverly Hills with his wife, Jane Wyman. Now, about the same time, his co-star in this movie, Errol Flynn, took his physical exam, as all healthy young fellows were doing at that time, Flynn looking the picture of perfect health and expecting to soon be called up for military duty. But to his amazement, he flunked the exam. The doctors found Flynn had sinus problems, a touch of emphysema, he had a heart murmur, and he had tuberculosis in one lung. And that's the first time he had been aware of any of those things. I mean, he was, after all, a guy who'd once starred in a movie called The Perfect Specimen. So he never saw military action for real, although Errol Flynn did keep winning the war in movies. As for Raymond Massey, he was already a military veteran. He'd served in the Canadian Army during World War I, where he saw combat. And he re-enlisted in the Canadian Army for World War II service not long after making our film. Here also with Arthur Kennedy, Alan Hale, and beautiful Nancy Coleman, newcomer to Hollywood from Everett, Washington. From 1942, here's Desperate Journey.